Well, good morning, friends and family. There's Brother John right there just dropped me off here at Fontana Dam. Actually, we're above did the road walk the other day. So now we're fixing to get back on the Appalachian Trail. Today is Sunday morning. So this is what I've seen in 1,000 videos right up here. So let me take you with me. All right. Some of you may not recognize that. That is where I officially enter the Smokies. So what I have is my permit to be here, and half of it goes in here now, and the other half goes in when I get done. So you just take and put that in there like that, cram it down, and I'm official. I'm a Smoky Mountain thru hiker, whatever that is. So, all right, I got miles to go before I sleep. So there's Brother John, and I'm gonna grab my trekking poles that are dropped down here, and I'm gonna head up that way. All right, come along. Let's see what we see today. All right, there's a view down below of the lake. The sun's coming up. Hopefully a lot of these clouds will disperse so it can warm up just a bit. It is supposed to be in the 50s right now. Yeah, it got warm. It rained all night during the night, so everything's wet up here and humid. So I changed out my hat for a buff so it could maybe keep the sweat out of my eyes, because sweat wasn't evaporating, it was just coming down my face. Then I took my outer shirt off. Now just got my long sleeve t-shirt under it. Try to keep cool. Well, so far it's been almost, not quite a mile, but it's been a continuous climb nonetheless. Maybe I'll get a little bit downhill coming up here, but like I said earlier videos, if there's a hill in front of you, you're going over it. So I expect we're going over those hills in front of me. Well, good morning again. Came upon this little stream coming out of the side of the mountain here. Down there it goes. All right, I don't know if you can see up there. Right there. That is Shuckstack Fire Tower. Might be a nice place to visit, but not going up there. Well, just some scenic views from the trail in the Smoky Mountain National Park. The Smokies. I had to layer up top. Got up top of that one little ridge there, and the wind was just whipping up there, so I had to put my puffy on. But now that I'm descending, it's a little bit too much. You might have to stop down below here and take it back off. Ah, such is life. Road sign, Appalachian Trail, Gregory Bald Trail that way, Fontana Dam 3.7 that way. That's where it came from. Let's see, what do we got here? 20-mile trail, Long Hungry Bridge Trail, 20-mile ranger station, 5 miles all down that way somewhere. Lost Cove Trail, Lakeshore Trail, and A90, 3.1 miles that way. Guess where we're going? We're going up. All right, Appalachian Trail, 20-mile trail. Gregory Ball, Russell Field Trail, huh? 8.6 miles that way. I think Russell Field Shelter may be where I may be heading for tonight. Was supposed to be staying at Molly's Ridge, but the way the wind's blowing and rain's supposed to be coming tonight, if it's called Molly's Ridge because it's up on a ridge, maybe that's not where I want to be. Maybe I want to be a little lower down. So Russell Field's like 3 miles farther. So if I make good time, I can make that all right. Here's another sign. So Appalachian Trail, Molly's Ridge Shelter, 3 point something, 1 maybe, I don't know. More signs there. Another sign there. Well, I am less than 3 miles out from Molly's Ridge Shelter, and this is my first day in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. A lot of people are real thrilled about being in here. To be honest with you, can't tell much difference between this one and the last patch of woods we're in. So the shelters though are different. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Anyhow, I'm expecting to get some heavy rain tonight. And one thing these shelters on the Smokies have is, oops, a lot of them have a big heavy tarp across the opening. It's a big shelter, usually sleeps about 12, some are double deckers. They have a fireplace if somebody's ambitious enough to put a fire in there. Yeah. And so this big tarp in the fireplace helps kind of keep it warm inside there during the night. If somebody's willing to get up and stoke the fire during the night. But it does help keep the wind and rain out if you're expecting that, and I am expecting that tonight. So I got about 2 3/4 miles to go to Molly's Ridge Shelter. It'll be an early day, but I kind of wanted to do that to make sure my knee was all right. I seem to be doing okay. But if it has a tarp, then I will likely, stay there. If it does not have a tarp over the opening, something to protect the wind or driving rain coming in, then I will keep going on another 3 miles to the Russell Field Shelter. I think it's 3.1 miles. So I will know here in a couple hours or so, however how long it takes me to hike. I've got, I think, depending on where I'm at right now, I've got to climb, and Molly's Ridge is at the top of the climb, which makes me think they named the shelter after the ridge, and you put a shelter on top of a ridge, well, you're going to get a lot of wind and rain. So if that indeed is the case, I will maybe keep moving on for sure. All right, I will, that's the view from here. And I'll bring you back if we come across something interesting. Good afternoon, friends and family. Just thought I'd drop in. Really, it's not much to see around here yet. I'm less than 3/4 mile away from the shelter. But I just thought I'd say, like you noticed at the beginning of the video, hopefully, I put it there. Today is day 21, officially on the trail. And so 3 weeks ago today is when I started. So it's been a good 3 weeks, taken 3 0 days, a couple of Neros, remember those are, and try to remember to keep my trekking pole off the ground. But anyhow, almost to the shelter. Sure gotta climb up that hill. Why would they put a hill right in front of me if I didn't have to climb it, huh? That doesn't make sense. But it's been a good day. Nice and cool. Little blistery winds every now and then. Got sprinkled on a couple times. We are expecting a good rainstorm tonight, if the weather guesses are correct. So this morning, me and Brother John had looked at the schedule and the shelters and mileages and stuff, and trying to take into account the issues I've had with my knee and long days and da-da-da. So we had decided that I can get out here and hike the 10 miles from the trailhead to Molly Ridge Shelter. So we decided with all the issues that I would hike to Molly Ridge Shelter, which was 10.1 or 10.2 miles in. Well, then when I started considering the storm that was coming, and it's named Molly's Ridge Shelter for a reason. It sits up on Molly's Ridge and not protected a lot from the winds and rain. So I had decided to go on and well, before I made it to the shelter though, I came across a couple of southbounders, section hikers I suppose, and so I was talking to the guy and he said that they had spent the night at Russell Field Shelter, and that's where I'm headed now. He said it was real nice in there, protected from the storm. When they came by Molly Ridge Shelter, they noticed that someone had to lay a log on the edge of the tarp to keep the tarp from blowing in. So that just reinforced my thinking that Molly Ridge was just too exposed up there on the ridge. So
distance 0.25.
And Russell Field Shelter is about 1,500 feet lower in elevation. So it's not as high up there as what Molly Ridge is. So I decided to move on the extra 3 miles, and I'm feeling pretty good. So I don't think it's been taxing on me today. And so I'll be there, less than half a mile. And I'll bring you back and show you what the shelter looks like when we get there. Okay, there's home for the night. Russell Field Shelter. So let's go up here and see if we got any company or if I'm it for now. Well, let me just bring you along with me. Nice overhang. Got a big tarp for blocking the wind. Okay, there's nobody in here. You're not cook or eat and sleeping area. Okay, logbook, broom, what's left of one, fireplace, yeah, and you got beds down there, and beds up there, no ladder. You gotta just think that it's dirty, but who knows. All right, I'm gonna stop this.
Distance 0.25.
And I'm gonna call it a day.